Hey, welcome. If you are wanting to know what does our AI agentic tool program can do, before we do that, by any chance, if you have missed my previous video, which I've done, why AI LLM core program is mandatory, or the foundation program labeled foundation program is mandatory, please watch the other video so you will get a lot more context to that. Okay, coming to the 3 months program that we ran, very specifically focused on AI agentic tooling. Here is what we cover. I'll also talk about what you get as a response to this, right? And please remember, this program not only allow you to implement, this also helps you in switching your jobs. So keep your focus right with me to know the content, how we operate. Number one, right? The first 3 weeks we talk about RAG, the vector database. To get you that, what is that all that means? Babu, I never worked on databases, or I worked in more on Oracle or SQL Server, MySQL. What is that vector database? That's exactly becomes the semantic search. For example, if you go to Amazon, or if you go to any portal where you are searching for a doctor or a person, you go and search for some specific product. Amazon never returns the exact product in that case because inventory doesn't exist or the product doesn't exist. The biggest problem you end up is you will not get no results. It will give you a related product so that you can find them. Okay, how does it do it? It does semantic search. It searches not by the keyword, it searches by the meaning of the product. Exactly based on that logic, we will also convert our test cases, our user stories to a semantic using vector embedding. We'll use Mistral or OpenAI model, push them to a vector database, store all of them, and use proper metadata where we will build our own RAG. By the way, what is a RAG? So for example, think about it. You joined a new project. Already the project is live for at least for 2 years. There are a lot of test cases, lot of scripts people have written over time. And if you're joining this project, your knowledge on the project is almost zero, correct? So now considering you're joining the project newly, what you will do, at least for the couple of weeks, you will be learning yourself, looking at the product documentations, knowledge base, test cases to learn about it, so that at least in the few weeks you'll get better. What if I train all this document semantically to a vector database, allow RAG database, RAG architecture to talk to the database, pull all the information based on my keyword search and vector search, and that will give me a great set of test cases which are likely to be relevant based on the user story, or also build a re-ranking, basically do a lot of synthetic implementation which help me to generate the great test case to the LLM. So this is what we will be learning on the first 3 weeks. Now coming to this, building this require a lot of coding, right Babu? Yes, it require coding, but we don't have to write a code. We'll be doing vibe coding. I'll teach you how to use Copilot. How do we build that is essentially myself along with Sudarshan, who is my colleague on the RAG implementation. He will walk us through along with me, getting you the deeper knowledge on this area. In addition to that, what we do from there, then we go and understand about LangChain, LangFlow, LangGraph. Why do we need to know this? Now, whatever we built in the first 3 weeks need to be standardized. Tomorrow your organization can switch from one model to another model, or maybe they want to store the memory. For example, in ChatGPT you spoke something, in the next query you don't have to keep reminding that I told you something, I like this. So how do we keep them in memory? So how do we take it in the short-term, long-term memory to keep training the model? Those are all something you will be learning as part of the next 2 weeks. Then the very interesting thing that comes into our learning is, now the model generated some results, but the biggest pain is, how do we know it working correctly, correct? That is a tester job. Now as a developer job, your AI agents are working, but many times you know that your chat is giving a wrong response, not the best response. How can I ensure the response is correct? The best way to do is test it. Can I manually test every response? Not at all. Pathetic, isn't it? The best way to do it is, remember, you can do them by using some of the greatest framework like deep eval. Deep eval framework, again, start doing something very interesting. It uses another model to compare your input and output and give you a metric exactly how this works. So with that in place, you will learn about deep eval, how to use the different metric, measure it, how do you improvise your response, or how do you improve your prompt or a model or a temperature or your RAG implementation to get a better results. That's exactly what you will be learning in the deep eval. From there, we move on to something called MCP. That's not part of the syllabus. For those who are going to learn in the future, we also teach you the MCP, custom MCP service. How do you build specifically for testing opportunities from scratch? We teach you all that. Then we build multiple AI agents from scratch, tested as a part of our hackathon, learning. All that happens within 3 months. Oh, that looks too much, Babu, to learn. Correct, it is too much. But we package it in a right pace, in a learning with a lot of practice, and we push you really hard to come to the program. If you are not interested to learn faster with us and not willing to implement it at a good pace, don't come to the program. This program is only for people who are doers, not for listeners. Okay, if you wanted to do it, if you wanted to grow in your career, then join our program. Will take you to the next level. If you just want to listen, skip our classes, please don't come to our program and don't waste your money with us. Okay, with that said, I'll see you in the program. We'll take you to the successful AI agent tech pathway. See you guys on